Hello pilots, and welcome to this edition of the LSU Sheveport Student News. I'm Ian Andrew.
And I'm Josh Hale. Our top news story this week deals with renovations in the University Center. Our own Stacy Hyman brings us the scoop.
The LSUS University Center is not only a place for students to find refuge when not in class. The UC also offers a place to relax and study in an environment with their fellow peers. Students can partake in many different activities and options available in the UC, such as pool tables, television, ping pong, the computer lab, video games, foosball, dining, and much more. And unlike many other student union centers, LSUS's UC hours make it convenient for any student. The UC is open Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. till midnight, Friday from 8 to 4:30, Saturday 1 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 9. Many students frequent the UC on a daily basis. However, most of them could not tell you the recent updates and changes that have been made. Aaron Suckle, Director of UC Operations and Program Services, gave us the scoop.
We're always looking for ways to improve the quality of life for our students. And so making sure that the facility where everybody comes and hangs out is nice for them. This is the campus living room, and so we want it to be a comfortable place for the students to come and hang out and study.
Another upgrade in store in the near future for the UC is the installation of new doors. They will be installed in the front and rear of the building.
The doors are in a state of disrepair. It's very hard for security to lock up the facility. And so towards the end of this semester, we will have some construction going on to repair the doors. And I'm hoping that the students will really like the improvements. They will be automatic sliding doors. The two center doors will open up, and so as you walk up to it, they will open automatically.
Construction will take approximately 12 weeks and will begin November 7th. The new doors will be a great addition to the UC building.
Well, I hope that we're always trying to improve the quality of life for the students, providing a comfortable, clean place for the students to come and relax throughout the day.
For LSU Shreveport Student News, I'm Stacy Hyman.
Thanks, Stacy. So students, what do you think about this news? Be sure to leave us comments below this cast.
I'm sure the term Freshman 15 isn't anything new to LSUS students, but what can you do about it? Student reporter Winifred Kennedy has the story.
Freshman 15, the most dreaded term during one's college career. But is it totally avoidable? New changes in environment, stress, and the newfound freedom to eat what and when you want, paired with all-night cram sessions, can really pack on the pounds fast. Social environments such as the port can also lead to the adding of extra calories to the equation. But perhaps the biggest factor is simply economics. The port is not only a great hangout spot in between classes, but the cheap and fast grub also adds to the appeal. McDonald's, Burger King, Taco Bell, and Wendy's are just a few of the fast food chains that offer a value menu which is well within the undergraduate's budget, but at what expense? I wanted to know more about what exactly causes weight gain during this particular time in life. According to CNN Health, most researchers have found that during their college years, students are thrown into constant disorder, from their eating to their sleeping. Studies advise undergrads to take hold and change those eating habits sooner rather than later. Here are a few extra tips to get you moving and on track to getting healthy. Choose popcorn instead of chips for that late night snack. Opt for the stairs instead of the elevator. And incorporate as much water as you can into your diet. Reporting for LSU Shreveport Student News, I'm Winifred Kennedy.
To find out how you can get moving, make sure to check the weekly toilet paper for groups and activities aimed on staying in shape this semester.
Every fall during football season, millions of fans play a game called fantasy football. Fans draft players and follow them all season long in the hopes of winning their matchup every week. I spoke with a few LSUS students for more information.
Well, there's players, football players that are available, and you pick the ones that you need. You have certain positions that you have to have players for, and then you pick the ones from all the teams, provided they're not taken already.
Depending on who who's playing who. I mean, you just have to kind of determine on which players would fit best on your team between the players that you have. And you want to pick the players that are going to succeed the most from week to week. And the better they do in the games, the more points that they get. So your overall goal is to get a lot of points every week so you can beat the guy that you're playing.
Players earn points for their fantasy owners based on their performance during games. Quarterbacks, running backs, and wide receivers pick up points for gaining yards and scoring touchdowns, while kickers score for field goals. Team defenses try to force turnovers and shut down the opposing offenses as well. Unfortunately, players occasionally get hurt and are replaced by free agents, which are players that were not drafted at the start of the NFL season. I asked another LSUS student what he enjoys most about fantasy football.
I just like the competitiveness with it. It's one of those things you get to watch it makes you watch every football game every week instead of just your favorite team. Like my favorite team is Green Bay. So instead of just watching the Green Bay game and maybe the Saints game, I'll watch the Dallas game, I'll watch the Redskins, I'll watch the Philadelphia game. I'm going to watch all the games that have my players in it. So it creates a better spectrum of watching football, and then you get to trash talk with all your buddies when you're watching.
Even though the NFL season is already underway, some leagues are still forming. Sign up and join in on the phenomenon today.
Ian, you know, this upcoming weekend in our fantasy football league, my anxious antelopes are facing off against your swamp donkeys.
That's right.
It's a bit of a rematch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, earlier this season, if I remember correctly, we beat you by 42-49.
I really don't think it was anywhere near that many.
Well, regardless, it was a victory, and it felt great.
Well, I really don't think that your team has it in them to do that to me twice.
Well, you know, that's a matter of opinion. And for somebody's opinion who actually matters, for this week's Pilot Points, we went around campus asking students about their fantasy football teams.
It's pretty fun, you know. You get to focus on all the games instead of just on one game. It's a good way to keep me interacting with the entire football community, friends that I don't see on a normal basis. Plus, it makes more games a little more interesting in the fact that I have different players on different teams associated with giving me points, so I get to watch more games that are more interesting.
In one league, I'm 1-5 right now. In the other league, I'm 3-3 right now.
Who would I choose? I don't know. I just like the game.
My boy Tony Romo.
Anybody from any team, I would start with my quarterback. I'd go with Tom Brady.
Well, I'm a Saints fan, so even though Jeremy Shockey's gone, Jeremy Shockey would definitely be on my team because he's an awesome tight end, and he's cool, so I really like him.
Thanks for your input, students, and remember the Pilot Points is your opportunity to voice your opinions about hot topics on campus.
And speaking of hot topics around campus, let's see what we have on the calendar this week. On October 24th, the LSUS Greek Council will be putting on a step show. It will take place on the UC steps during Common Hour. Come out to see all the different Greek organizations on campus perform steps and stomps for the student body.
The LSU Sheveport Got Talent Show will be happening on Tuesday, October 25th at 4 p.m. in the UC Theater. It's free and open to all students, so be sure to come by and check out the entertainment.
Students, don't miss the opportunity to attend the Resume Workshop hosted by Career Services on Tuesday, October 25th. It will take place in the Science Lecture Auditorium at 6:30 p.m.
LSUS will be hosting movie night in the UC Mall on Thursday, October 27th. The movie showing will be Cowboys and Aliens, so make sure you check out this free event and also be sure to bring plenty of chairs and blankets.
Students, do tests stress you out? Then think about attending the Academic Anxiety Seminar hosted on Wednesday, October 26th at Common Hour in room 215 in the admin building.
And as always, pilots, thanks for tuning in to this week's newscast.
We look forward to seeing your suggestions for future newscasts.